pretend you not. Hello everyone, this is Commander Trium, talking to you once again from the year 3304 in the Elite Universe, and tonight we're continuing our work in the Alliance, and hopefully you can join the Alliance if I am able to reach a fellow commander who is assisting me with my quest. More about that in just a moment. What the...
Unsuccessful.
Well, not interesting. That's better.
Disconnected.
Well, looks like no one's around at the moment. We'll have to try to go it our own. For the time being, let's have a quick review of the situation in the galaxy. Oh, we actually do have a mission. So we are in the Alliance, which we are hoping, in part, will give us a certain amount of distance between us and the Thargoid threat. The Thargoids have never had conflict with the Alliance before, so it is hoped that history will prevent us from being so consumed by them further. In general, I'm inclined to head towards Gateway. However, we do have an initial target. I have here a dictatorship. So we will proceed. We pacified some pirates in the Wolf 504 system last night. Okay. I guess we'll launch with that then.
Coupling disengaged. Exit is clear.
Friendship charge detected.
You are all clear. Safe travels, Commander.
Okay, and we're off. This is a moon orbiting a gas giant. Unbelievable. Wonder what this is going to look like when they release the Beyond update at the end of February. Very excited to learn more.
Incoming mission critical message.
We we'll need to do this.
Incoming mission critical message.
$499 2F. That's Planet 3. Have a look and see what threat 2 means.
Scan detected. Under attack. Target shields offline. Target destroyed.
A canister of beer.
Cargo scoop deployed. Programming lubricant drone. Electric lubricant expired. Cargo scoop retracted.
Selecting.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
No.
Landing gear deployed.
Well, there's a big moon in the sky. And look over here. It is an errant canister with power generators and lights. Okay, it's just power generators. And number 4 cryolite. And lights. Ooh, indium. I don't know if the cryolite is really more or less valuable than indium, but who commissioned this again? It It is the Blue Public Holdings. Well, I suppose we have to make sure that we sneak in and sneak out then, so as not to annoy. Any of the residents and the mission giver. I don't know why they want me to steal their own data from their own data panel is something of a mystery. Maybe it's when you log off that it and resets the mission, that it's resetting it to the same faction ID as the mission giver. Which of course is still a huge bug, but... So I know William supply. 18. Could be more. Low security. Mostly these are high security world, but there is one here. Panda Juke. It is a colonial government. It should have the facility we need. Yes. Very good.
Frameshift drive charging.
Zalbar Harden appears in Isaac Asimov's Foundation series as one of the mayors of the first Foundation. I'm not sure that's the same fellow.
Diagnostic repair sequence initiated. Shields online. Thrusters online. Thrusters offline. Module repaired. Shields offline. Module repaired. Thrusters online. Module repaired. 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 Shields online. Timeshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2,
1. What is so valuable about Panjuk 1? Spend a bit of time exploring the system. So they spray paint the exterior of their station. It's the piracy symbol. I guess so.
Engines engaged. Cannot comply. Cargo scoop deployed. Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Frameshift charge detected. Target destroyed.
Find a bomb in here.
Orbital flight engaged. Cargo scoop retracted. Cargo scoop deployed. Cargo scoop retracted.
Delay C, Tango Romeo India. Federal Flight Control Channel open. Be aware, weapon fire restrictions are in operation at this terrestrial facility. Request approved. Vector for approach to landing pad 05. Automated docking assist is now in progress.
Landing gear deployed.
Landing complete. Engines disengaged.
Maintain a minimum clearance distance to oncoming traffic in the flight corridor. Reckless maneuvers may result in fatal collisions.
Low gravity warning.
Loitering is a violation request. Authorized vehicles should proceed directly to the designated vehicle bay.
Hello?
This port
Hello?
is an automated
Hello.
Oh, there goes your microphone.
tamper with these systems will be
Yes, I can hear you.
federal security forces.
Yeah, I had it on mute.
So,
Not a good thing.
I'm in your neighborhood, but I'm being shot at right now by sentry skimmers at a
Why
start.
would you be doing that?
I don't know. They don't seem very interested in letting me access my ship now. And I'm at Bay 5, which is where I'm supposed to be.
Avail on a wide range of
Yeah.
and enjoy your stay.
And it won't let me on my ship.
Are you in an SRV?
Yeah.
I'll come. Because, you know, I just got my vehicle bay back. Well, I got a vehicle bay back. I got the cheapest, smallest one I could get.
Yeah, well, I'm having serious problems here.
Thoroughfares within the port.
I'm on my way.
Blockages will be
I don't know what the hell I'm supposed to do. This is the police. Yeah, and you're shooting at me, and what the hell am I supposed to do? Not shoot back?
You might have to, and then you'll have to clear your bounty somehow.
ensure you have the correct bay number
Let me navigate to you. Galaxy map.
Well, I've recalled the ship.
Yeah.
Okay, hang on. So, the ship is now over yonder.
Love it.
It's supposed to be parked in a bay. Holy shit.
Maybe since you became hostile with them, it went into outer space.
I don't
Okay, wait
fucking
for you.
know. It's at Bay 2 now. Okay. This is really fucked up. I've detected a number of bugs with this game.
Yeah?
Yeah. There's quite a few. If you know how to trigger them, like... it's like quite a few freaking... Okay. Yeah. I've got almost no shields left.
Well, if you just want to get back into orbit, exit the game and launch it again without Horizon.
Oh, no. Let's wait a damn minute here.
I'm one jump away from your system you're in.
That's nice. I have to... I'm hiding underneath this Asp Explorer.
criminal activity.
My bounty that I blocked a pad.
Oh no.
Blocking landy pad. But,
Oh no, I don't have...
oh, and it keeps adding to it. So you never stop. It just keeps getting worse.
Beware of surface-based traffic.
Hey, look, you fucker.
The authorized transit corridor is open.
Come on. Look, dickhead. Dickhead, move. 84%. I can't move my fucking ship. Okay, mothership is now under attack. Okay, shields are online. Come on! Holy shit!
Until they have submitted an access request. Authorized vehicles should proceed directly.
Board the goddamn ship. Let's ascend into orbit and get the hell out of here. Thank you! Thank you!
I'm guessing you got away?
No. I'm still running.
Tango Romeo India.
Oh.
Shields are down.
Federal security services have been notified of your presence.
And my ship has just been blown up out from underneath me. That took 2 hits. My shields are gone in 2 hits.
Wow.
Ship's destroyed and I've lost all my treasures. I have to go start over the decoder mission. Thank you for that. You picked a perfect time to come and help out. Where the hell have you been all night? Like, I've been trying to ring you all bloody night, and you've been, like, gone.
That's because I worked afternoons today and the rest of this week, so I worked from 1 until 10.
Okay.
I just got home, and I forgot to turn off the game again.
Oh, well, because
I'm bad at that.
your ship moved, so I was like, what the hell?
It did?
Yeah.
What?
Your ship has changed star system since last night, so something happened.
Oh, since last night, yeah, because I was up, like, this morning, and I was on this morning.
Okay, just give me a damn minute here. You haven't given me a damn minute yet since we started. And I have to buy a new ship now, and I have to fucking fix this. This goddamn mess that you put me in.
I did nothing. Literally.
That's the problem. I came all the way up here to try to partner up, and I've had nothing but problems since getting into the alliance. Every star system I run into, there's like warrants, bounties, something's attacking me. Like, it's just fucked up. Like, what the hell have you got me into? I haven't done anything. All I've done is flown my ship here. That's it.
Have you, like, even joined up on Power Play at all?
No.
That's crazy.
I'm not joining Power Play. Are you fucked in the head? I'm not going to join Power Play like this. No fucking way.
I think I just found a juicy target bounty on, though. They're flying a Type 7 transporter. Like, can you say just be a flying
Okay, you
target?
still have to give me a second. I'm still working here. I don't have time to talk. I've got to fucking focus on this. Okay, we're at Binder Point in the Parjuk system. I have 3 million credits left. Okay, now I can't do anything. Hello?
Hello.
What the hell happened to your... What the hell is going on? Now the radio's not working.
What?
Voice comms is not even recognized on my system.
Weird.
One bug after another. Honestly, I think I should like write Frontier and say, what the hell's going on? Your game isn't working.
Yeah, no kidding. I was giving you all these issues. Yeah, I would definitely get a hold of them and see if this is a localized problem or what. Alright, Type 7. Just die. Wow, that took 2 seconds to take down his shields.
Okay, what I've got here. Fuck off, for fuck's sakes.
Oh, they must have...
Okay, I was 20 Alliance, 28% cordial. The only thing I've achieved since last night, and since before you came on, was, incidentally, the only gains I've made so far include increasing my reputation within the Alliance by a full 10%. So I'm well on my way to friendly with them.
Yeah.
And The other thing that happened was I went and took down 3 pirate ships last night without your help.
Well, that's not bad.
So
That's not bad at all.
I got full bounty for that. Yeah, but you're not here for any of this. The second that you show up, it's just I'm sure it's just some coincidence, but by fucking some amazing coincidence, the second you show up, boom, ship blows up. Boom, ship is under attack. Boom, this, boom, that. And I still don't understand why. Why does this happen? Why does the game decide all of a sudden that, oh, well, you got a bounty for blocking a landing pad, so we're going to blow your ship up? Like, does that make any...
That's not normal.
It doesn't make any sense. What I should have done is put the goddamn ship in orbit, and then just let my SRV explode instead of trying to escape. But I didn't realize that, oh, the AI decided to park it right next to a fucking turret, and then the turret blew it up when I tried to take off.
Yeah. That's pretty gay. I forgot to buy limpets for my limpets.
Oh, fuck off! Holy shit. Now what? I can't even take another hit. Like, I cannot take another hit.
Landing coupler disengaged. Expedite
Give me a damn minute. I'm not talking until I figure this out.
No worries.
Landing gear retracted.
Okay, first of all, we're bailing on this fucking useless starport. What's so astoundingly stupid in all this is that I was trying to preserve that fucking cargo and I get killed over something as dumb as a game AI fuck up.
Yep. Maybe Frontier will help you out because it was a fuck up.
No, they won't. They only help out once, regardless of whose fault it is. They've said as much, so. It doesn't really matter why. But they piss people off like this because their in-game AI is flawed. And it doesn't, like, it isn't accounting, it's buggy still. Like, weird stuff like that happens. It's one thing for gravity to come and suck your ship's AI out, which is kind of dumb to start with. Your game, the computer should be able to detect gravity. But, especially in the year 3000 and 3304 AD or whatever the hell it is. But it's especially stupid when it lands next to a threat turret in a threat situation while combat is raging all around. Of course, it's equally stupid that I didn't just dismiss the ship instantly and send it back into orbit. It wouldn't have been fired on. But I didn't realize how much damage those guns do. At point blank range, they just rip you. Like, it took gone. Shield's gone in one shot.
Yeah.
One hit. Those planetary turrets are just way too freaking powerful. I don't know what powers them, but holy shit.
Geothermal power.
I don't know, it's not geothermal power. There's no goddamn way that the fucking geothermal power is ripping down shields through they're powered by fusion drives, or a fusion reactor.
I don't know, I think spraying liquid hot magma on shields would rip them down pretty quick.
Do you have any idea how hot a fusion reactor gets? Like,
Still, it's gonna cause...
It's many millions. Let me put it to you this way: inside the core of a fusion reactor, it gets many millions of times hotter than the core of the sun.
Yeah.
That's way hotter than fucking magma.
But the actual shield itself isn't that hot. I'm saying the shield itself is going to take structural integrity loss, which is going to cause the reactor to have to work harder to keep them up.
Eventually, yes. But if it's creating an energy source that is burning millions of times hotter than the sun, it's going to be able to deal with magma. Like magma.
But magma will also clog up its ports.
Magma is made of rock. It might weigh something. Gravity could probably add to it, but gravity's a fairly weak force to begin with as well. Like, it's not... The strongest of the forces is, I think it's the strong nuclear force, followed by the weak nuclear force, followed by electromagnetic.
Electromagnetic is awesome. I love playing with electromagnets. Just like everything about it is awesome. Like,
you probably enjoy
the
playing
invisible
with
fields around it, the power of it, like, beautiful. It's like a ballet harmony of awesome powers all.
You haven't seen a UFO in flight, then, I guess. Because they're thought to use gravity to power themselves and compensate for things like little things like inertia. If you can take off that fast through the atmosphere, now that's nice.
You want to know what they're powered by in the center of that? Bet in the center of them, they've got a miniature black hole.
Yeah.
And then, what they do is they move the black hole in the opposite direction of which they want to travel, which causes the vehicle to shoot off in one direction or another. The more they move it, the faster it goes.
Yeah, but that doesn't account for why the atmosphere would pose no resistance, why the inertial field inside the vehicle is nullified.
Well, that's a completely different subject. We're just talking about how it's powered. I have no explanation for the rest of it.
What? Shit.
They're just technologically advanced at that point. I can't explain it any other way than that.
Hang on.
Oh, you're mine, bitch.
Docking bay 37. Initiating auto-docking sequence.
Down the back floor, got nothing on me.
Oh, that's annoying. Fuck! Can't goddamn believe it. Okay, I'm gonna pull out the dolphin now.
Well, I was gonna say, if you're up here, why don't you just run my smuggle run? If you have something with a good cargo.
Because there's too great a chance I'll be killed somehow, and if I'm killed, I can't replace my ship. I now have less than 9 million, so there's no way I'm gonna risk that, unless.
Oh Jesus!
Contact confirmation.
Unless you can jettison me 9 million plus worth of cargo.
I don't think I don't have 9 million.
Well, then the decision's made because I can't risk a Python for, like, I can't risk having a Python just to, like, come and help you smuggle some stuff.
I'm doing bounty hunting right now because, you know, I can.
Yeah, well, that ship
With this ship.
as far as I'm concerned, that ship has sailed earlier tonight. I was looking for you earlier, and I realized you were at work, but that doesn't change the fact that sometimes it doesn't work out, so it didn't work out. I didn't know when you were working, and I had no idea what the hell was going on. I tried to reach you for the better part of 2 days, and I haven't been able to get a hold of you. After I came up here, specifically to do bounty hunting with you. and it didn't happen, so, well, not much more I can do.
Oh, shit. I got one more to deal with.
So now I need 6 million more. Let's see what I got here. Luckily, I have a base inside the Alliance where I can make a shitload of money. The other thing I could do, I could try my hand at joining the Alliance right now in a Dolphin. Well, if I lose the Dolphin, who gives a shit? Is my thought.
Oh,
That's the other thing. I could sell the Asp Explorer and get 35 million credits instantly for that.
Yeah, I've done that. I sold my what's the fuck called one I don't really care about.
I just don't like doing that because this is bullshit. Like, I shouldn't have to do this. Like, honestly, if things had just worked out a little bit more, if I had just known a few more things, then it would be a very different situation we'd be in right now, but unfortunately, I didn't have all the facts.
Yeah, that's when it gets bad, when you don't get all the facts. Oh.
Mission board, please. We're at Sullivan Station. Hopefully. Claim the reward. That should give me 1.1 million instantly. Good. Okay, so total now is 4.3 million. So to have enough, I need another 5 million credits. Show me the money. What do we got for passengers? Holy crap, these missions are useless. Show me. Well, there are a couple of 4 million credit missions here. I mean, I could run them. Fuck, do I hate this. This is bullshit. This is such bullshit. What is with the guy who uses the announcer's voice in the station for the Alliance? He sounds like the Gimptron or something. He's just fucking horror. I hate his voice. I always hated his voice. Drives me nuts. No, 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 no! Enter the hangar. Starport services. Switch ships to the shipyard, please. I need you to go to storage ships Dolphin number 1. Storage options, please. Use the ship, the Dolphin. Computer, go to the livery. Why don't you come and escort me? I'm sure I'll be attacked in the Dolphin.
If you get attacked in the Dolphin, I'll laugh.
I always get attacked in the Dolphin. It happens routinely.
Why? It's a Dolphin. I've never been attacked at a
You must not, like, you must just not remember what it was like actually using the lighter weight craft, because Dolphins have a fucking...
I'm an Asp Explorer. That's a lighter weight craft.
It's the one before the Python.
Still, but I was recently using a
And it's a
Cobra
hell of a lot.
MK3.
It's a hell of a lot superior. It outclasses a Dolphin by like 5 ship classes. So the difference is a little grander between the Asp Explorer and the Dolphin versus the Asp Explorer and the Python. It's not a comparison.
Well, there was when I was using the Cobra then.
Ooh, 128 credits. Yeah, but I thought you said you had a Dolphin.
I did have a Dolphin as well.
And then,
And I've had a Type 6, I've had a keelback.
what did you do with your Dolphin?
I ran passenger missions and smuggled on the side.
So why aren't you coming with me then again?
Because I don't have a Dolphin anymore.
No. What?
Oh, I will be coming there in a minute. I'm just dealing with this Sidewinder that was wanted.
Okay then.
Because, like, who's gonna leave a Sidewinder who's wanted?
Alright then. Well, I can have a different color Dolphin if I want, but I have to buy it, which is dumb.
Of course.
Ooh, but you can look very sporting in your brand new blue and white Dolphin. Or orange and white Dolphin, or excursion red, or excursion rust.
The excursions look pretty cool, as I remember.
Your
Of course, I've looked through them.
military desert red, in case you want that tour bus sort of... Ooh, military dark green.
The military tan looks cool on the Type 7. I've been considering buying it just because it's like the only one that looks cool on it.
The military sand.
But that's on the Type 7. I don't know what it's like on the Dolphin.
Well, how about vibrant green?
Ooh.
Or vibrant...
You know what I always want to go with for my transporters? Vibrant orange.
Which
Looks
is...
like a school bus.
Yeah, it's also... Oh, hey, I can make mine look like the Pacific Princess if I go with Wayfarer Blue.
Oh, there you go.
It looks like a cruise ship, and it's got 2 decks.
No, don't get yourself mixed up with an Orca now. You're not a cruise ship yet.
Yeah, well, there's the Orca and the Beluga. Which is the bigger of the two? The Orca or the Beluga?
The Orca, I believe, because a Beluga in real life is a lot smaller than an Orca.
How do you know this?
Makes you
Is
think,
some sort of
though,
marine-
Orca's not the biggest whale. You've also got, like, white whale, blue whale, sperm whale. So many more whales. Can you imagine having the sperm liner?
Actually, yes, I can. Welcome to the gay cruise on the sperm liner.
We call it the sperm liner. It's long, cylindrical, and hard for
Did you ever go to Gay Pride, just out of curiosity, in Toronto?
No.
No?
I've never been.
Oh
in
my
Toronto
God!
Gay
You
Pride.
have got to go. It is just like the biggest, most extravagant party you could possibly imagine. It's like a rave on steroids. Yes, there are lots of guys that are like running around hand in hand and being all gay and whatever. But
whatever, as long as they're not being gay on me, I'm cool with it.
they'll do as you tell them to. If they're bugging you, they'll leave you alone. But
Yeah.
but if you just go for the music and the partying, like, holy crap, these guys have like disposable income out their asses, and they are not shy about spending money, especially if you're young and cute. They will lavish you in money and drugs and whatever else you want if you're into that. But I was actually at Gay Pride one year, and this one guy, he was like talking about his gay cruises, and I don't know, he was trying to pick myself and my buddy Ryan up, I think. Well, pretty sure he was. And he kept like sitting down next to us, but he was like way older than I am now, even. Like, he was in his mid-50s, and he was like old and fat and just like whatever. I was in my mid-30s, and Ryan was in his late 20s. And we were just not interested, you know. Not even remotely. We could have been no. We could have been high as a kite, and it wouldn't have mattered. In fact, as I recall, we sort of were. But anyway, it didn't make any difference.
Yeah.
That's why I tell people, like, you know, they think of ecstasy as being this big sexual drug. It's like, no, it really isn't. It's not going to make
things feel good.
It's not going to make you do anything you didn't want to do anyway, really.
Yeah, no. Just makes all the things that you already like feel even better when you do them.
Yeah.
Like licking a lamppost, for instance.
Well, if you're curious about
so much better on ecstasy than not on ecstasy.
Yeah, well, I'm sure it is, but if you were really that curious about it, go right ahead. Just don't do it in February.
I'm saying maybe I've done it before and I enjoyed it before, but I enjoy it more because of ecstasy.
Yeah, well, I've licked coasts before too. The trouble was, it was in January and I did it in a dare. And
yeah, I think we've all did that when we were a kid at some point.
And then I was stuck to the goddamn
I think that's like
thing.
a rite of passage of being a kid.
Yeah.
You have to get dared by a friend to lick a pole in January.
Yeah.
Well, at least in Canada, that's a rite of passage.
Pretty much. And I wasn't bright
Canadian
enough.
becoming a man.
I wasn't bright enough to actually breathe on it, you know, like change the temperature to hot.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I couldn't quite figure out exactly how I was going to get out of this predicament. So I just sort of ripped all the skin off my tongue and it had to grow back, but...
I did that to my lips once.
Ooh.
Ripped the skin off my lips because I got frozen to a popsicle, I think. I think I got scared and just pulled it away. And yeah, it was tender.
Yeah, it hurts.
It hurts.
It's not very good. Okay, Starport Services. We are in the balloon. No, we are in the Dolphin. And we want...
Are you sure you're not in the sperm?
Yes, we're definitely not in the sperm. We haven't been in the sperm for a very long time. Since like birth. Since before
What
birth.
happened to my lipids? They just decided to take the day off because, you know, my... What did you call it wasn't down? Your cargo hatch isn't down. Okay, we're done.
Hang on a second.
Yeah.
This is all stupid. Goddamn controller. I need to get like a new wire.
Yeah, nothing worse than a short in a wire.
There we go, got it. Okay, Starport Services. I need you to go to the passenger lounge. The spare lounge. No, the passenger lounge. And we are going to transport these people. Mavis Durham.
System.
He's a criminal. No, we're not going to do that. Okay.
That's a good way to get yourself destroyed.
Yeah, we're not doing that. Let's try something else.
That's what took me out of passenger missions. I took too many criminals on that I kept getting scanned by federal security and boom. Be dead. Alright, we need to go to Robert's Reach.
Leasky is free for $500,000. I can go to Leasty. Would you like to go to Leasty?
Leasty.
Well, I have to go to Leasty and come back.
Sounds pretty lusty.
Well, Leasty is one of the original worlds in the movie. Holy shit! Oh, okay, hold on. Security, no. Allegiance. The allegiance is Edmund Mayen.
Oh, you're looking at the federal enforcers, or the Alliance enforcers.
Yes, the least.
Yes, they're flying all over this area. You get in friends with them. You've seen some of the ships they've been flying around in, eh?
Pythons? I took out 2 of them.
No, they've got some real big bad hitters as well, like Type 9s and shit.
I took out a federal dropship last night as well. Well, I didn't take it out.
I was going after a federal assault ship, but it got away before I could pull it.
The dropship did the same thing to me. It got away. In fact, a lot more ships are turning and running from me now than before. So
they'll be doing that to me soon enough. I'm taking on groups of 3 at a time now, not even losing my shields. It's freaking awesome.
Yeah, it depends what types of ships they are, obviously, but they are. Oh, Cornelius Birch wants sightseeing to the VAM 2A ice geysers, distance 43 light years, and Aquada 169.31 light years, and return for 1 million credits. Declined.
Decline. I will cause you pain.
We will transport Alex Vollner, who is a Nazi.
Who is a Nazi? Oh, shit.
Who somehow survived for over 1,000 years.
And you know,
now in deep trouble.
And doesn't have a bounty on his head somehow either.
No, because everyone who wanted him dead is themselves dead. Leasty is free.
Leasty Van Heischen.
Leasty. Well, a Leasty or Rare. What's another one? Those worlds. Hang on. Leasty is free. Let's go to that corner of the map again.
I guess it would help if my landing gear was deployed.
Or Rare, Lave, Dizo, Orare, Gurney Slade, Ray Orta. These are all very, very well-known worlds from the old Elite. Like when you start playing Elite 1 for the Commodore 64, Zeons.
Okay, what the hell?
Those are like all original worlds. You should be like up on this stuff.
Why can't I dock?
You're not up on your history.
Huh?
You don't know your history.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good too, but
yeah.
I'm just trying to dock at this. What do you mean? I just deployed it. That's why I couldn't dock, because my landing gear decided to shove itself back up in my hull instead of staying deployed.
Okay, hold on. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Leasty is only 5 jumps away. And I get 500,000 for 5 jumps.
Oh.
I think that's pretty good money.
That's 100,000 a jump, like, I don't know.
Pretty good, so I'm going to take that one.
I wouldn't, well, yeah.
It won't
But
take
you need
long.
something with a lot of cargo space to be making that kind of money. Like, in 2 jumps, and like, for 1 jump I get like...
These are passengers. That's why
350,000 a jump.
These are passengers, that's why I'm getting this money. Okay, We also have a 15 million credit mission to the Evil Eye.
What am I doing here?
The Evil Eye of Steel.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna collect my bounties. I got 97,000 credits in bounties.
And the winner is...
The Federation is gonna love me.
They already do.
They do, but they're gonna love me even further than they did before.
They love me more.
Oh, I got bounties in,
Shit.
what? Manatha Jerry? I had a bounty there?
Magnifico... what?
No, Manatha Jerry.
Manatha Jerry.
That's the name of the system.
I don't know that system. I do know a person with the first name Manatha Jerry.
Manatha-Jerry? Manatha Jerry?
Yeah, that's exactly how it's spelled.
Wow, and is it pronounced exactly how I pronounced it?
I have no idea.
Manatha Jerry?
I'm kind of lying. We can have 5 B thrusters.
Kind of lying. I love it. Just comes out and says, yeah, I don't know, I'm just making this shit up.
Well, it's true.
Fuck Manatha Jerry, I have no idea how to...
Well, does it sound like Manatha Jerry, like I know someone with that name? Obviously.
That's why I was so surprised. Like, really?
He was so surprised!
How the fuck do you know someone named Manatha Jerry? I'm like, he must know someone who's like African or something, and that's like a native African name or some shit. I don't know.
Oh, dear
I could see someone being from like Madagascar being Manatha Jerry.
I don't know anyone. No.
You don't know anyone named Manatha Jerry.
Power distributor, 158,331 credits buying and exchange for ding! Oh my god! We now have 3A power distributor in our Dolphin.
Am I still mostly harmless? I am upset that I'm only mostly harmless.
You are mostly harmless. Mostly.
Oh, my reputation with the Federation is cordial at 26%.
I'm buying Class D everything. Why? Because then I can jump even further.
Exactly, except if you buy a Class A of the jump drive. Because, of course, A jump drive will go farther than a C. C maybe lighter, but A goes farther because that's its main purpose. I
have the 4A jump drive, which is the maximum this craft can take. So, we're done, actually, with the core internals. The optional internals...
Wait, well, once you finish everything else, go back to the core internals and see if you can go down to a smaller generator. Because I've ended up with
I just fixed the generator. No, I have the 4A power plant. What generator are you talking about? The shield generator?
Well, yeah, the power plant.
4A is the best you can have.
No, I don't go the best I can with the generator when I'm going for distance.
You have no choice. Yes, because A is equivalent to D, except you get more power with A than D.
Yes, but I also go down from a 4 to a 2A, and that works just as well because I don't need to have extra power. As long as I have enough to power what's already there, then I'm good.
Yeah, well, I'm already maxed out in this thing.
I also sell all my shields, I sell all my weapons, everything is gone.
No.
That's why I can go jumping across
We're not doing
galaxies.
That. Forget it. Shield generator. Sorry, we're not doing that.
The amount of vehicles I've had without shield generators, whew.
We can have a Class A shield generator for 1 million credits.
Ooh, that's not bad.
Well, this is a tertiary ship.
It's a Dolphin, though. It's not like you're going for combat. It's if you happen to get into combat, this will help you stay alive longer.
I can have...
The way I look at it, if someone is able to actually pull me out of
I
frame
have
shift, they're
200,
going to
I
be more...
have 200.2. I can have 215.6. And a 4A gives me 261.8. So the biggest bang for my buck is the D-class shield generator, and I'm going to buy it.
There we go. D-class.
Okay, and we have a better shield now, slightly. We have a passenger cabin, a cargo rack, a shield generator, 3 economy class passenger cabins, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree.
5 maids and milking.
Okay.
Oh.
That. Computer, prepare for lunch.
Never!
Do we have our passengers? Are we comfy back there?
No! We need more wine! I would laugh if a mission came up. Get passengers wine.
Get more wine. We're carousing back here amidst all of our sperm on our cruise.
On our sperm liner.
Yes. Starbus Industries.
Frontier,
Launch.
please listen to all the voice comms and hear us talk about the sperm liner and put it in the game. Please, we are currently on your servers. You can hear us. Put in the sperm liner.
The liner, yes.
Don't put in real sperm.
Or a real
Landing
liner.
lock disengaged.
Is
Your
that the
way is
condom?
clear to depart.
Yeah. Just give us a sperm liner. The combination of the
landing
two are
gear
much
has
better
been
than
raised.
one.
Move over. Engage engines all ahead flank. Flanking speed engaged.
Okay, I'll be back.
Alright.
I could lie and say I'm going.
Are you really coming back or
smoke some
just
pot?
or just disappearing?
No, I'm up for a while. I'm not
Okay.
gonna fall asleep. I'm just going to smoke some pot.
Okay.
I'll be back.
Let's see here. An illegal passenger. I really should dump you out the freaking window. Why are you illegal? How are you illegal? How did this even happen?
Your way is clear. Good luck, Commander.
Well, he's not a criminal, that's why he's wanted. Wanted in the Cabrew system. Open galaxy map and laying a course for Pook City. Pook! Ha-ha! High security system. We are currently clean with an illegal passenger, but we're in a dolphin, so if they blow the ship up. Who cares? can't be good. From this angle, it kind of looks like the spaceship has turn signals. I think we missed our turn. Oh, kind of. Guess it was closer than I thought. Approaching the Cabrew system again in part 2.
I didn't make it back.
What happened?
I'm not here. I'm just a ghost.
So it turns out I have an illegal passenger.
Oh, very fun. Maybe just illegal in the system you're passing through, or just all together?
No, it looks like, yeah, system and passenger, certainly. Not every system in the game, but
Wow.
the one that I'm in right now, I just didn't look to see. It turns out it's wanted in multiple systems.
Ah.
We gotta play the 7-second rule. 10, 9, 8, 7, reduce speed. And as long as you hold it at 7 seconds, all the way in. Now
You can get it down to 6.
we're gonna sneak into the starport, so be quiet for a minute.
Alright.
You can watch live on YouTube if you so desire.
Silent running.
Here we are. Closing. 0.25 light seconds and closing. $20,000 kilometers, 10,000 kilometers, 7,000, 5,000, 3,000, 2,000, and we are at disengagement range.
South Kruger Tango, Romeo, India. Admittance will not be granted to you. Exit this area promptly.
It says that the message just came over. Access will not be granted to me, it said.
What?
Yeah, exit the area promptly.
Here. Are you wanted? Are you wanted in this system?
Well, it says illegal passenger, but they haven't even scanned me yet.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, they shouldn't know about them yet.
No. I'll try closing the distance. Hang on. Requesting docking. Okay, we have clearance.
Okay. So, what's the
Okay.
distance?
Stand by, stand by, stand by.
stay on current approach vector, Commander.
Clearance. Clearance. Get the hell out of the way, Orca.
Attention, Commander. Please take note of speed restrictions in this sector. Access granted.
We have been granted permission to land at Pad 42. Our illegal passenger has been, and here at the police at the airport to arrest
Ship is
him.
on deck. Clear
But
to offload. This facility is experiencing critical threat levels, Commander. Stay safe.
I don't care.
I'm in a hardcore battle right now with an Imperial cutter.
Oh, they're easy.
Oh, that just destroyed both my burst lasers.
Oh.
I just need to... They have 15% left on them.
Oh.
I don't have any way to repair.
Oh.
And they destroyed all my weapons.
Oh.
That shit.
Okay. Camilla Hooper. Well, we gotta come back to HR 5183, don't we? 167,468. Demanding. Planned journey. Sullivan Port. 1 hour, 47 minutes. Time's too short. I don't like it. No, sir. I don't like it.
I need to get to a different system, I think.
4,204,000 credits. Zendaya Nunez, who wrote the Nunez memo, seeks sightseeing adventure. You know about the Nunez memo, right?
The what?
The Nunez memo?
No, I haven't followed up much on the lore yet.
Yeah,
Because
this is not lore. This is about Donald Trump. That's
Oh, no, I haven't been... I've heard about it, but I didn't look into it.
Zendaya Nunez has pink hair. It looks disgusting. Okay. 14 hours, 26 minutes, 3 seconds. Passenger trace unfazed by danger. Time sensitive, low value target is law abiding. And destination is the luge system. Ooh, that's near Earth.
Ooh.
The luge system. Well, I don't know. Do we want to go to Earth?
Do you have clearance?
Oh yes, I've had clearance for quite a while. Do you have clearance?
No,
You
I haven't tried for it.
You could join my crew and then you'd have clearance.
Well, I could probably get it fairly easy. Isn't Earth Federation controlled?
Yes, you would. The requirement for clearance is that you have rank in the Federal Navy up to Chief Petty Officer, I believe. Without it, you don't get the permit.
That's something to work towards. I want it to be a virgin experience my first time.
I see.
Didn't that come off as far too sexual?
Uncomfortably sexual, yes. That was the idea. That is what you were going for.
That was the idea, yes. But now that I'm thinking about stuff, has nothing to do with what we were talking about at all, but I was thinking, I wish you could set the color of your bookmarks on the galaxy map.
Yes.
So you could be like color code them.
And pink would be one of the colors. But yes.
Pink would be one of the colors, yes.
Or magenta, or whatever the hell they call it.
That would be the color of systems I can buy illegal weapons and drugs at.
That's right.
Blue would be the systems that I deliver it to
And where
that
you're
have
wanted by
black
the
markets.
police. Where you're wanted by the police.
Yeah, just avoid the system. But I'm not wanted anywhere. I'm a good smuggler. There's been a couple times where I start getting scanned, but dock it before the scan completes.
Hold on. What the fuck? I stepped on this goddamn wire again. Fucking Christ, this wires. Okay, it says here I am now at 29% with the Alliance. 4.3 million credits acquired so far. I only need 384,000 to replace my ship because it's worthless.
Wish I could say that about my... Actually, even this thing is getting... This thing is my most expensive ship now, the Asp Explorer. Yeah, Asp Explorer.
Yeah, I found that if I bought another armor class for my ship, it's now worth 183 million credits.
Yeah, but yours is like a Python, isn't it?
Yeah, and to get the 5A power plant or whatever the hell, the 7A power plant, I need 51 million credits more, and then it's maxed out at that point. Like, I won't take it any higher than that.
Well, I'm gonna be keeping this ship just because on my birthday I got this ship and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna pimp it out, and I got the Raider pack for it.
You bought yourself a new ship for your birthday?
No, I had bought it the same day that it was my birthday, and then I got
So it was for your birthday?
It wasn't the same day. It was the same day I got one of my gifts, which was a $20 Steam card. I'm like, you know what? $8 of this can go... Oh, damn it. I forgot to request token. $8 of this can go towards the ship, so I got the, rusted look to it, and the spikes.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
So you have the pimped out looking... Oh, so you got the bumpers and everything.
Yeah, I got the bumpers, the wings, all that.
Yeah. Yeah, you can make some of these ships. You can make really frightening looking. Just before just before I was blown up, the starbase I was docked at was a terrorist carrier. Why the hell do starbases that get taken over by pirates wear the pirate symbol?
Because they want to brag about them taking it over. Cops know not to fuck with them.
Yeah.
They're pirates.
Well, they are pirates, but I mean, I've blown up fleets of pirates already.
Yeah, of the lowly pirates, they're not the ones taking over fucking stations.
No, it's true. Not all at once, anyway. I take it.
They're not controlling Caden Yuck Orbital in the Kinney sector.
No, but I've blown up members of their factions, I'm sure.
Yeah, but maybe initiates, not the Grand Master.
Your job, we have decided that you will come and shoot at this Python. If you take it out, you may become a full-fledged member. If not, it was nice knowing you.
Exactly. Alright, here comes the big boy now. It's the Kitten Trader. Use this ship. It's worth 18 million credits if I sold it.
We can calm civil unrest by liberating 6 encrypted correspondents. Or we can convert the covert civil unrest combat operation. Or The skimmer destruction of defense party of the Fedmich. Or take
tell
your
them all
life.
to go fuck themselves.
What the hell? Well, this kind of a planet survey I don't mind because I'm never coming back here, so no matter like what the hell happens, I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can make them my enemy, and it doesn't matter a damn.
I did that in one system, and then I ended up sticking around for a while, but they like never attacked me afterwards, and I made like millions off of going and
Yeah, I
destroying
think the
the power
nature
plant over and over.
I think the bug with the same name of the faction, because it happened again, and I think the bug is that if you accept a planetary data panel mission and then log out without finishing it, and then log back in, the faction that assigned it also becomes the faction that owns the facility that you're attacking.
Okay.
And it's not supposed to do that. It's supposed to be a different faction, like one of the lesser ones. But for some reason, they didn't code that properly, so now it ends up being the same faction. So you end up pissing off the faction that... But because I got blown up, I'm not... Like, whatever, I'm back in their good books. For that matter, I'm back in good books with the Federation again, too. I can go back to what I was doing in the Exifei in the Canopus cluster if I want, but now I'm here, so... Let's take Passenger Lounge. The Passenger Lounge, we will take... There's only
The
one...
Type 7 out for a fucking money-making mission. What time is it?
I don't know.
12:13.
It's late. Republic Party of Cabru. We...
I don't feel tired. That's what sucks about working late.
I know, I fucking love it. Like, tomorrow I'm supposed to have a job interview, but I don't know if I have one because the stupid recruiter that I was talking to didn't bother to call me back and let me know. I don't know what it is with recruiters. They're like the worst people when it comes to arranging anything. There's so many people say if you can't do it, then you don't do it. 11 tourists seeking transport for 125,736. Garfield Garrett sightseeing adventure, 4 million. Tracy Silva. No.
No.
No, it's not. Well, it's in Dale history. Well, it's Bromolite. You get, it's 51 light years away. Dale history, 15 hours. And how far away is it?
Do.
It's in the Beidou sector. The Beidou sector near Lindell. Which
So
is
you played the original Elite on the Commodore, you said?
on the Commodore 64.
Like, you played it first in the series, like you didn't play any of the other games before it? Like it was back in its time?
I played, there is no other games before, like, in the Elite series, Elite is the first one, Elite 1.0. Yes.
Well, you played that when it came out, like, then, right?
Well, pretty
Did
close.
Did you ever imagine when you played that it would come to this?
I had hopes. I really did have hopes.
But did you think the technology was ever actually going to come around?
Oh yeah, I knew it would. I didn't know how old I'd be, what I'd be doing with my life. I knew I'd be an old man, probably, by that point. But I'm not really an old man. At least I'm not as old as I thought I would be.
Yeah.
But I was hoping, I was sort of semi-skeptical, like, is this going to happen? I don't know. Like, and not only has it happened, but it happened sooner than I thought. I mean, there is technology with the government of Canada. Like, I've been involved with projects with the government of Canada where you would not believe, like with the Defense Department, you would not believe with the communications establishment, the Defense Department, what kind of tech they have access to. It would blow your fucking mind out of the water. And I'm not talking about little panels with, cell phones or neat little trinkets that you can like dangle off your head. I'm talking about this. Imagine thinking about something and then having it happen.
Woohoo.
That will happen in 5 years.
Wow.
For some of us, it'll be available in 5 years.
Yeah.
For some of it, well, technically, for some of it, it's available now. But for the vast majority, but I mean, it'll be commercially available in 5 years, is my guess.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, they think, oh, well, they can't read your mind. Yes, they can. They really can. And Edward Snowden talked about this and how it could work, how it does work.
Yeah.
They have been able to, and they've been studying the problem since the mid-1960s. So they've spent 40 to 50 years trying to figure out how the human mind works to build up understanding about AI and other technologies. And we're at that point where there's going to be practical benefits now realized as a result of that research. And a lot of people are just going to be stunned. They won't get it. They won't understand it. Your grandparents won't get it or understand it or know how it works.
Well, my grandparents, on my mom's side, surprisingly, they get technology a lot better than most grandparents. Like, they email.
Well, so do mine.
So,
mine never emailed, but they're dead now. But they lived past the year 2000. I think my grandfather's case anyway. My grandmother, she died in the late 90s. And they understood, this is on my father's side. I never knew my grandparents on my mother's side. They died very young. I never understood, like, why they could be that in tune. Like, when I brought home a computer or, whatever, they understood what a computer was, how basically it worked. If I tried to explain to them, okay, and here's how a mind works, here's how the human brain works, basically, this is how thought happens. I think. Because I don't know 100% yet, but I'm pretty close. I think we're very close, and I'm pretty sure this is it.
Yeah.
We know it's a neural network. We know that there are rules that neural networks follow. We have an idea why they follow the rules that they do. They're basically electromagnetic. How can the state? Why would the state want to monitor your thoughts? And why does the NSA do those kinds of things or try to make technology that can do that? It's not because they're really all that interested in who you're voting for, although they can tell that too. But it's really not about that. It really is about protecting the country. And as long as that stays true, we're fine. What's going to become a problem is when you get someone worse than Trump to be president, and he starts using the office and the tools and technologies at his disposal to do things that aren't fine.
You know what? I don't think the president's the biggest threat. The biggest threat are the high-level members of government. Like, president is a temp job. It literally is a temp job.
You mean the bureaucracy?
Let's be honest.
In Canada, we would call them the assistant deputy ministers.
Yeah, so like in the U.S., it's all like the high-level, like the governor, or no,
Deputy Attorney General.
Yeah, the head of the military, the head of finance, the head of...
The people who don't change it between elections.
Exactly. The people
Yeah.
who are up there making
Those
the decisions,
people,
and the presidents are saying, "Yeah, this is what the people want."
Have you heard of the dark state? Like conspiracy theorists, sometimes you hear them talk about the dark state. I don't know if the word is accurate or not, but there are organizations that have been created which exist outside direct government control, but operate on behalf of the government, and are funded in part, at least, if not completely, by the government.
And the government might not even know.
And the government doesn't always know what they're doing. No. It might be able to find out, but I think it rather just doesn't know. Because the second...
Look, you do what you do, it gets resolved.
Right.
Let's leave it at that.
And as long as they do what they do and it doesn't cause serious fucking problems or disruption, then they're left alone, right? If what they do does cause serious disruption, then we have a problem. Then it gets uncovered, the people involved get caught and presumably sent away. But they're left there unto themselves too long. The problem with this is that you end up with a situation where you might not be able to get rid of them ever, right? They're they're kind of like Star Trek's Section 31. Which was a shadow organization set up in the Federation Charter, Starfleet Charter, section number 31, Article 4, which specified that an organization shall exist that would basically protect the Federation from adversaries, foreign and domestic, without direct orders or accountability to the Federation Council. In similar fashion, there are organizations which operate in the for Five Eyes in general, Canada, the U.S., United Kingdom, Australia, and New Zealand, that do not report to the elected officials in any of these countries, but operate on behalf of them.
Yeah.
And they have access to the latest, greatest technology, and unfortunately, I don't think the people really care enough as much as they should about it. Like, maybe we need them, maybe we don't. I'm sort of two minds on it, but they can break the Constitution and have done so in the past with impunity. The Canadian experiments into Agent Orange are an example of this happening.
You know what? My hometown made that shit.
Yeah.
That's why we can't drink the water there.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, not
have it shipped in by pipe.
Not for a while, anyway. I mean, at some point, presumably it will be decontaminated, but...
Presumably, yes.
Presumably, but who wants to take the risk? Who wants to take the first glass of water?
That's like saying, it might be okay.
Yeah. But I mean, when we're talking...
That's just a more professional way of saying it.
You've heard about the cases. If you go online... Let me point you in a spooky direction. Go online when you have time, and look up trends.google.com. Type in the words "hearing voices." Okay, you'll see trends.google.com. You type in the word "hearing voice," the phrase "hearing voices." Two words, right? Hearing space voices. And then you go, and then it'll come up, there's a sub-menu in there that says symptoms. Click on that, and you will find out that since 2008, there was a spike all of a sudden in the number of people planet-wide reporting that they were hearing voices in their head. But guess what countries were most affected? Highlighted in blue were Canada, the United States, Great Britain, Australia, and to a much lesser degree, New Zealand. That is fact. So some of the stuff is conspiracy theory, yes, but the worst conspiracies are the ones that you think, no, it can't happen.
Yeah.
But then you find a piece of evidence like this, and it's like, there's no other explanation that it's really plausible. There's other evidence, but that's the one that I can point. That's the public evidence I can point you to that's most public. And you've heard about the soldiers, the guy in New York who ran over people without explanation in Times Square. Another soldier attacked in U.S. Navy base in Norfolk, Virginia.
Let's talk about more famous one, Lee Harvey Oswald, sitting there reading a book like nothing happened.
Was that how he was
After he
picked
shot
up?
the president. Yeah, he was just sitting there reading a book. Like he had no idea what was going on. I'm
But
pretty sure it was Lee Harvey Oswald.
But I mean, this is in
Or
2000.
one of the American
These incidents I'm talking about are after 2008, when Lee Harvey Oswald was definitely before 2008. But
yeah, but that could still be an early experiment for it, you know?
maybe, man.
Let's see if we can do this. Now let's see how we can be efficient at doing this and try it on the masses.
Well, what happened to the Canadians who had the Agent Orange experiments on them? Like
I
what?
fucking know.
Most of them died before they got compensation. A few of them lived to survive and got compensation. Some families got compensation, but the government ended up paying a fraction of the cost. And what did it learn from its lesson? Not much. Right? Whatever.
We got off almost scot-free.
Pretty much, but not quite scot-free enough. But there was a communist threat at the time. It was thought of as being necessary. It was considered a necessary expense or a necessary risk.
Yeah.
There are events and elements going on in the world today that are also thought of as being the same kind of thing. I don't know what they all are, but I know what some of them are. And having access with, if a 14-year-old living in Oregon in the in rural Oregon in the United States, if he can figure out how to put a fission nuclear weapon together, maybe the time has come for us to have government taking a periodic peek inside people's heads to see what they're thinking. Because I don't know of another way to stop people from building their own basement nukes. And
anyone can do it.
And we really do need to stop that shit from happening, right? So this is why I'm of two minds on the subject. Like, yes, it's against the Constitution. Yes, it's illegal. Yes, it's, unethical, blah, 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 blah. But the Founding Fathers did not have to deal with this shit when when they were putting North America together, right? No one was thinking, oh my God, we're going to be able to have 14-year-olds who can blow up cities, by reading a textbook.
Yeah.
That never occurred to them. And here we are, By the way, we have not built the largest hydrogen bomb yet that our technology will allow us to. We don't actually know how destructive we can make a hydrogen bomb. Because
you don't want to figure that out.
There's no need to, because any energy that you would use in building such a weapon, most of which would just go out into space and would be wasted. So they only build them to a certain size.
Right?
And
they don't detonate them on the planet's surface. They detonate above it.
That's right.
That gets better damage.
But again, if you build them, like anything over 50 megatons is just going to go out into space anyway. So there's no point in making it 300 or 500 megatons or half a gigaton or a full gigaton. A gigaton weapon.
You want to get rid of the moon?
Even if the crust could withstand it, okay, which it might in certain parts of the Earth, you might be able to detonate such a weapon and not affect the whole planet. Assuming that you could do that, why the hell would you want to? It would be tremendously expensive. It would cost you a large number of resources, most of which would be wasted anyways.
Yeah.
The only point to getting a gigaton nuclear weapon would be, I don't know, you want to, blow up a small moon or do something in space that requires a large explosion.
Or just end all of humanity by burying it deep underground and blowing it up underground.
The Marianas,
maximum damage.
Apparently, there's a science documentary I was watching. The Marianas Trench is vulnerable to this. If you detonate a large enough nuke inside the Marianas Trench at just the right fissure points, you'll break this plate. You'll break the Pacific Plate, and it's in one of its key subduction zones. And you could actually fragment part or all of the entire Earth's surface.
There we go.
So you'd be left with pieces of
We've
planet.
got to figure it out. A gigaton nuke in the Marianas Trench. That's gotta hit it. That's gotta hit it.
Yeah, wouldn't that
When
be
they were
lovely?
talking about nukes, they weren't probably talking about gigaton nukes.
What the hell for? But I mean, like I said, you want a 14-year-old who can do this? No. Do you want? Will you put up with the government looking inside people's heads? Most of us will, if it comes to
For that. Yeah, like that's like as long as that's what they're doing, people wouldn't care. Most people are so like
they might
paranoid that the government's corrupt that, and for all we know, they could be corrupt. But still, most people are way too concerned.
When you work with politicians, and I have, on several occasions, worked with politicians as well as with senior bureaucrats and others in the government. You find out that the politicians, for the most part, they're good people that want to do the right thing. They're just basically incompetent. They're just ordinary people. They don't have any special knowledge about how to get things done properly, necessarily.
Yeah.
On rare occasion, you do get a government with a very capable cabinet, or if they're in government long enough, if we let them govern long enough, they can become very skilled, and they can know what they're doing. And then we don't really want to lose them, and that's one of the reasons that the first Trudeau is one of the reasons he got his government to last 3 full terms.
Yeah.
And then
always been a good thing about the Canadian government.
And then there was a 4th term, almost one. Well, there was a 4th term. It was a minority term, as well in his case. But you get good government that way, as long as everyone's trying to be benevolent and do the best that they can by the people.
Yeah.
But there is another element. Just like in real life, you find that there's assholes. Well, I'm afraid in government there's assholes. Washington, D.C. is a fucking cesspool full of assholes, from what I've heard.
Yeah.
I've heard nothing good about that city. Ottawa's got its share of assholes too, believe you me, but nothing. Apparently, it's nothing compared to what they've got going on in Washington.
Well, you hear about it in Washington. You don't often hear people just talking out in public, being like, "Oh, Ottawa's full of corrupt people."
No,
you hear more about the states being full of corrupt people. People don't care. Like, even if there is a scandal going on, it's not really a corruption one. It's more of, oh, this guy tried to have sex with a girl.
Yeah. Well,
that's what worst Canadian politicians do. They don't screw over people. They just try to screw people.
That's not totally true. The worst Canadian politicians have done recently have been caught in sexual assault scandals.
Yes, and that has nothing to do with government. That's my point. Like,
True.
They're not bad politicians. They're just bad people.
No, but ideally we want good people and good politicians.
I know. But they may have good values, but have made a mistake, or like have made their share of mistakes in the past, even, or even recently. Maybe, like, see my point? Like, they could think what they were doing there is right, but still have the same values on most other things as other people do, and what they have control over.
I suppose.
You know, just because they think that it's okay to be on a woman like this who doesn't want it, doesn't mean that they're okay with, I don't know, kids not getting an education.
Or concentration camps, or other things.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. Like,
no, it doesn't mean that, but
control the right thing.
But you do want your politicians in the best society.
Oh, yes.
You want your politicians to be good people, and if you have someone, and there's lots of people running for whatever reason, I don't know. Like, honestly, having again worked with politicians in the past and seeing some of the shit they have to put up with, it's not a job I would ever want. And I used to want that job. I thought it'd be great to be prime minister of the country at one point, and no, not anymore. I've been cured of that view quite permanently.
Quite permanently, love it.
Yeah. No,
I'll be 2 minutes.
You can keep it. Sextantis.
didn't lose me.
No, I'm here next to an Alliance Enforcer flying a Viper class Mark IV.
Okay.
I'm in orbit of the world Listi, which is an Alliance stronghold. It's one of the key Alliance worlds in the Trade Federation. Now, what does the Alliance Enforcer do for you?
I don't know.
He belongs to Ed Man.
Yeah.
And should I join Ed Man?
That's who I'm with, just to make that extra bang bang money.
I think I will experiment with joining Ed Man and see if I get a boost on my tourist when I turn him in. And based on
No,
that,
you don't get it on tourist.
why?
I'm gonna, because it's on trade, not service.
Well, never mind. I'll wait till I have a cargo ship back. Okay. Now, we're 20,000 kilometers above Listi. It's a very heavily populated world. Very old world, an old colony. And what can I tell you about Listi? Here's the story of Listi.
There once was a boy.
Outdoor world with a human breathable atmosphere and indigenous life. The atmosphere is far from chemical equilibrium. As a result, it has been terraformed. Surface temperature 315 Kelvin, surface pressure 5 atmospheres with 95.4% nitrogen, 4.3% oxygen, 2.0% water. That translates to 20 units of oxygen psi and is compatible with humans with no rebreathers. Although the atmosphere is thicker, as I said. The thicker atmosphere also makes it more difficult to scan. Its year rotational period is 176.1 days. It is tidally locked to a gas giant elsewhere in the system. What the fuck is going on here? God damn it. And orbital inclination 0, eccentricity 0.0380, axial tilt 1.96 degrees. Its north-south is basically aligned with the plane of the solar system. It is 1.0 Earth mass is exactly the same size as Earth, with a radius, same mass as Earth, with a radius of 6,134 kilometers. It is denser than Earth, however. It is orbited by the Alliance space station George Lucas. It's formerly belongs to the Federation. It is tidally locked with a gas giant Listi 4, class 3 gas giant with a ring system and 3, 6, 7 planets. Moons, beg your pardon. There are some cities on the surface of note, but I can't tell you what they are because this is the wrong game for it. And that's about it for Listi. There's a lot of trade here. Oh, and they have a specialized a rare good here. I think it's the tree grub. The Listian tree grub. Oh no, it's the evil Listi juice. Unless it's both the tree grub and the Listi juice. Well, anyway, there is a device. Destination now locked. Listi is free. We are approaching the satellite. This is a tourist attraction. Stand by. maybe we'll have a nice little hollow recording project into our station. Fuck, you can barely see the landmass as the atmosphere is so thick. And it's thick with nitrogen and oxygen, not like carbon.
There are the 40.
For some reason I just had a terrible thought. What if the Empire was here?
Then I would ask them to let me use the clipper.
Because it outruns everything. Although I'd blow enough.
I just like the look of it. It looks like a Naboo fighter. I just want to go in, pew pew, you know?
Yeah, well the reason that it looks like a Naboo fighter is got something to do with the fact that... Oh, I'm not the only dolphin here. There's like a whole fleet of them.
Oh, if you're around any, like, tourist destination or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna come across a lot of other passenger vessels. You come across a couple cargo ones transformed into passenger ones. I've noticed. Same Type 6s and keelbacks. But yeah, they're all just passenger vessels. Alright. What are we gonna try to smuggle next? Oh, the price of personal weapons went up.
Mission update successful. Stand by. Stand by.
Ooh.
No, no, no. Leasty is free. Tour spot 0649. Commander Schlack reports a 6 September 3302. AEDC returned the system to the control of the independent Leasty for equality from a year-long domination of the system by the ruthless Justice Party dictatorship. Their nefarious acts, funded by sales of Leistian evil juice, were put to an end.
Evil juice. I grew up on evil juice.
It's considered a narcotic.
Well, speaking of narcotics, that's the next thing I'm going to smuggle.
Oh, good for you.
They were selling at 1300 below galactic average. And I get way more than galactic average by smuggling.
Oh, not nice.
Yeah. I feel like this is going to be one of my highest smuggling profits yet. Or I'm being set up.
So, now, my next destination step ahead is Leasty. And now what do we do?
You go buy a Type 7 and come make mag dough. You got 18 million, right?
No. I have now got 5 million. So I need another 4.
Another 4. Why do you need 9?
That's the rebuy cost of the Python. Allows me to go out without having to worry about insurance being a factor in fuck-upness.
So then you'll come out and try to do some of this quick money grab?
Yeah, I would have done it earlier had you been around, but you weren't.
No, that worked. I was making money IRL so I could survive IRL.
Yeah, so I was working all day, so I decided to play early. Now, Leasty.
We were both at fault.
Leasty.
Just search that motherfucker. Go into Google and type it in.
HR5183, computer laying a course back for that system, correct. And now we're going, and now, haha. This is where my Python is stored, so I have to come back here anyway.
This is where I see if I make a lot of money or get set up by the cops. And that profit margin is just too huge to say no. I'm expecting at least $2,500 per item.
Did you watch that Star Trek episode? I put no, you're not a Star Trek fan, never mind.
Yeah. Talking to the wrong bro.
I know, there's just the Enterprise was just blasting the hell out of the Vulcan planets. It was hilarious to watch because the Enterprise is always peace and harmony and love. Not this time, it's the ISS Enterprise, and they use their weapons to lay waste to a civilization.
Atta-bee, boys. You show them motherfuckers what it's like not to be one of us.
These are the continuing voyages of the ISS Enterprise. To explore,
Motherfucking bomb dropper.
to conquer strange new worlds, to subjugate those all who stand against us. That's how it began. It was like to subjugate and conquer, and to defeat all who stand against us and the Terran Empire.
Why would you want to take their feet off?
The feet.
Yeah, and you want to defeat them. Why would you want to get rid of their feet?
You're thinking of physicality. You're not thinking of feats of glory.
I got it. I was just playing fun. I was playing fun.
You're living in the country too long.
Yeah, I did live in the country for a while.
Yes, I knew it. So did I, actually. I actually worked on a dairy farm.
I never did that, but we both mentioned our Mennonite days.
But the Mennonites were in the city for me. I didn't run into them in the family farm. The family farm was that farm of my friend's family, and he ran a dairy farm that I first saw when I was in kindergarten.
You went on a field trip to it?
Yeah, we went on a field trip to it, and then I didn't actually see it again until like grade 4 when I became friends with the guy. And I had to help out feeding cattle and all sorts of other crap, and I learned all about how dumb cows are. Man, they're dumb. They've been bred for like hundreds of years to be incredibly stupid, so there's like no chance they actually think. They're basically cow machines. But I mean, there is something still sort of sad about it all. You know, like, I do like meat, but it's just a preference. I don't really need it to survive. But our economy is set up like where you basically have to eat meat in order to live, so...
I enjoy meat. Meat and I are friends.
Yeah, but you can survive on tofu, and believe it or not, the tofu I've tasted, there's some varieties of it that taste exactly like meat, but they're completely vegetable matter.
Well, I like tofu as well. I just like meat. I like food, a lot of different foods, but meat is my preference. Tofu is good as well, like especially when you cook it with meat.
Yeah.
You get the meat juices soaked up into it. It's fucking delicious.
Yeah, I guess you get gravy or whatever. I don't know. I don't think we have to kill as many animals as we do. We certainly don't have to house as many of them as we do. My brother actually worked at a pig slaughterhouse, and he wasn't ever the same after.
No, he wouldn't be. Like,
he's a little bit crueler, a little bit more cynical and jaded type of person I remember him being growing up. It wasn't quite the same after that experience.
Yeah, I don't think I would be the same after that experience.
Well, he kept talking about how the pigs knew they were going to be killed. Like in the screaming and the insanity they would go through. Like I just couldn't deal with that, like on a day-to-day basis.
Oh man.
I doubt I could even do it. I doubt I could even do it once. Never mind on a day-to-day basis. Like honestly, like I'm not killing this pig. It's just not happening. You want to eat it, you kill it.
You come here, you get your hand.
I don't even like pork I don't even like pork that much. So go ahead. It's up to you.
I love me some good bacon.
Yeah, I don't care. I don't mind bacon, but I don't need it that badly either. I'm gonna kill a pig for it.
Well, if it was like in the wild, then I come across.
Well, no. If it was in the wild, if it was in the wild, it would be trying to kill you. It's a little bit different.
I would definitely have some sharp, pointy sticks to point at it.
Yeah, exactly. It's a little different when you like come back from like a bloody knockdown dragout with a creature, and you're going to consume its flesh because it's a different species than you are, and you've like beaten it, and you need nourishment. It's a little bit. What's one thing?
His clock is so.
But we're in the 21st century. We're so far past needing to kill things in order to survive that it should be a question now. Like, do we really need to do this anymore?
The thing is, yes, like you said, they've been bred to be stupid as hell.
Yeah, you can get away with it. I'm not saying it's murder, but at the same time.
But I'm just saying, all this meat is brought up only to provide sustenance to us.
Yeah, but cows don't know what they're going out into the yard for. They don't know what a gun looks like, what it's for. Like, it's a total. They never have. Pigs do know. They're smart. They're different.
Yeah.
Right?
That's different. Yes, I agree on that.
Like pigs are smart enough. They're probably one of the most intelligent bovine creatures alive, and they are smart enough to know when what's up is up. But a cow, no, they have no idea. It's a complete surprise. They're not even aware of what hit them. Their life just ends, right? In a pig's case, it's having to deal with the trauma and torment of being horrified first, and that is my main issue with the problem. And that's why I think pork should probably be banned, because it's just not appropriate to kill it that way.
Yeah, I see where you're coming from on that. No problem at all. It's just, I agree on that one.
But they're killing them the way they're killing them because it's the most economic way, not because it's necessarily the most moral way. The moral way to get rid of them would cost a lot of money, because killing something that's semi-intelligent in a way that it doesn't know it's being killed is actually quite hard to do. It either takes drugs or it takes, fumes or measures of some sort where they don't even know what the hell's happening. And it's expensive. So it would drive the costs up and make it... you can buy humanely culled pork and meat products, but taking a rifle and shooting a cow in the head, no, I don't have any specific issue with that. But again, there is a health question about eating just beef all the time along with vegetation. When your body...
Chicken.
What's that?
Chickens are dumb as fuck.
Yeah, they're pretty stupid.
Chicken as well.
Yeah, you can have chicken, but...
See, there you go. You got variety now.
It just doesn't seem healthy. I don't know.
Chicken and beef. People can survive off that. Then that includes eggs.
Yeah, you're younger. You're not as old as I am. You wait another 10 years and you find out why your body is starting to fail. And you're starting to wonder, like, why are things breaking down? And you're starting to just put theories together as to why this is happening. And
what are you talking about? I've already had an ulcer. I had my appendix removed. My appendix burst.
My appendix was removed when I had a hernia when I was a small child, less than a year old. So I had my appendix removed at that time simultaneously as a preventative measure.
Yes, that was a great thing, because what happened, I had an ulcer first, and then this year, last October, I guess now, October 2017, I got this pain. I thought, oh, it's my ulcer. It's just acting up. My appendix burst, and I didn't go seek medical attention until 2 days later. And they told me basically I was almost a day away from dying because I ignored it.
Yeah, I had that same problem. I had a kidney failure due to blood poisoning, and I thought, oh, I just have the flu at first.
Yeah.
And then a week went by, and I thought, well, this is strange. It's getting kind of worse. And second week goes by, and it's a lot worse. And then, like, by the end of the by the second week in a day or whatever, I was like, parts of my body were becoming inflamed, like noticeably inflamed. So at that point, it was like, okay, you better. Oh shit! I've run out of fuel.
Oh shit! Where are you at?
I don't know. Hang on.
I could probably find you. Hold on. Let me do something
Buy
quick then.
a fuel limpet. How did I run out of fuel?
Well, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get some yummies going on.
Just buy a fuel limpet. It takes like nothing.
I know. I'm going into the shop and buying fuel limpets. Fuel transfer limpets.
I don't know how much I need. I'm 50,000 light seconds away from target. Hang on, let's see if I can find a... Oh no, never mind. I've got a penal colony I can go to fuel.
Are you sure? I'm already outfitted. I'm ready to go. I want to do this.
Well, you can, but you'll likely be gone by the time you get here.
We'll see. I'm going into the galaxy map. If that's you, yeah, you're not far at all. You're like 1 or 2, 3 jumps away.
Okay. Well, I'm at 28,000 light seconds, so most of your journey will be just traveling outside the star from the jump point into the system to come meet me at the penal colony. It's a DOI penal colony. It's where you'll rendezvous.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, I just snuck through. I just got a reckless flying fine.
Oh, no. Wolf 499, Planet 4D. That's weird.
I literally took off and boosted. And type 7.
How did I run out of fuel is my next question.
I'm an idiot. That's my question. It's not a question.
Anyway, we'll be at this penal colony in about, we're 224 times the speed of light. Less than 1 minute.
Oh, I forgot to buy limpets.
Well, you need limpets. You can't just buy the panel.
I know. I realize this.
You have a control panel for limpets that you don't have. Oh.
Yeah. So it looks like it would be pointless.
Yeah. Kind of.
I'm so excited to be like a miniature fuel rat.
Yeah, I don't know. It's not often you can just call a fuel rat to come help you either. They're pretty tough to find. You have to like find a human who you know well enough to talk to and log in and then page them and say, can you come please help me? I'm out of fuel in this star system. So they have to drop everything that they're doing, come out, buy fuel limpet or buy fuel limpet panel, have limpets on board, and then come rescue you.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna keep everything just as a backup if anyone needs something. And I got the utensils already now.
Yeah. Well, you could also tell them dump your cargo. Otherwise, I'm not helping you.
I didn't have any cargo on me, so...
No, you tell them to dump their cargo so that you get paid.
Oh, yeah. It's gonna cost you.
Yeah. Like, I don't have to help you here. I could just leave you out here in the depths of space and you could wait for the next person to come along. It's a fair trade.
I'll help.
Yeah.
I had a tier 5 limpet controller that I got. And then I got a tier 6 extra fuel tank, so I could just be like, here, you're full. Go into the wild blue yonders.
Of course, if it were me, I'd be dickering with them. I'd be like, oh, well, okay, I'll give you some of my cargo, but you can't ask for all of it. I need to do this.
I've got so much cargo space, you wouldn't be able to fill me up.
No.
It would be like literally pointless for you to give me what you give me because I'd probably make
Well,
more
no,
when
I
I'm
could.
trading.
I should have given you actually my cargo for the Guardians missions, and then had you hold on to it to give it back to me after.
Oh, but yeah.
But then you'd have to be a lot more. Oh shit! Hang on.
I think I might go to bed actually.
Stand by. I can't do anything right now. Game is demanding my attention. Iron Jaguar has come online. He's the guy from New York who complains about things. They're going wrong with the Elite. And I have specialized legacy firmware. Orbital flight engaged. We are 10,000 kilometers away from our fuel port. Let me just land at this place before you log out so I can find out and make sure that there's actually fuel at this base. I hate to have you just disappear and and there's no fuel here.
Isn't there?
There's no way to know unless you land. I can't just tell you.
Oh, I thought you landed and you were saying there wasn't.
No, I don't know yet. I won't know for another 30 seconds. When I finish the landing sequence, we are entering the glide pattern. 15 seconds in the glide pattern. Mark.
Okay, well, you do that. I'm gonna go pee.
Thargoid Tango Romeo, India. Access will not be granted to you, Commander. Exit this area immediately. Granted. Clear for landing on docking bay 03. Automated docking approved.
Landing gear deployed.
So are you filled up?
So why does the bases, it's really weird. They keep saying access will not be granted to you at this installation. Please leave the area immediately. I engage my docking computer, and then it lands me successfully at the base. And it doesn't make any sense. There's no obstruction, no denying access, no nothing.
Okay.
So I've got fuel.
You got fuel.
Yeah. So I don't understand, but I still don't understand why these bases are all saying the exact same thing, which is universally, you won't be granted access. When clearly I am granted access, you just did it again.
When the docking computer asks, it talks in computer language so that it tricks it into letting you land.
I don't know.
That's my story and I'm sticking to it. But now that you have fuel, I am heading out.
Okay.
Have a good night.
Have a good night. Take care.
See ya.
See you tomorrow.
Detach confirmed. Make way for oncoming traffic.
Landing gear deployed. Landing gear retracted.
Access granted. Set down on landing pad 03. You are clear for automated approach, Commander.
Landing gear deployed.
Contact. Docking restraints engaged.
Attention all pilots. Be aware that speed limits are in effect around these premises. Always consider other vessels when nearing the landing area. All surface vehicle operators are reminded not to obstruct the main thoroughfares at any time. Thank you for your cooperation. Please follow traffic control cues during docking procedures, and be sure to check your assigned number before approaching the landing area. Traffic flowing constantly, please submit your access request before approaching the docking area.
one hop left.
Ship released. You may depart when ready.
Frameshift drive charging.
Sir Kruger, Tango Romeo India, records show you are hostile to the Alliance. You will not be allowed access to this facility. Request approved. Head directly to docking bay 3-6. Automatic docking system engaged.
Quantum gear deployed.
Ship is down. Clear for system shutdown. There is a current state of civil unrest here. Try not to stir up the conflict, Commander.
requests that pilot avoid blocking access to docking pads.
Well, I'm afraid I am not hostile to the Alliance, so nor have I ever been, so I don't know where they're getting this from.
Incoming message.
Except from one mission. Yeah, I don't know, I might not be getting credit for superpower. Ooh, that's neat. Well, I can pay off the dormant bounty for 7,000. Oh my god. Exit without saving. Thank you. Starport Services. How about you start cooperating tonight? Attention, pilots. I sound like a complete moron. Don't know if it's a real person's voice or not. It doesn't sound like it. Oh. So, Alright everyone, it looks as if we're out of time for the evening, so I'm going to log off for now. This is Commander Trium, thanking Frontier Developments once again for their sponsorship and subscription of the App Refactory YouTube website at youtube.com/apprefactory. You can also track these and other stories related to the exploits of Commander Trium in the Elite Universe at ross613.wordpress.com. That'll be it for tonight. It is the 6th February 3304 at 6:31 Zulu. This is Commander Trium. Good night, everyone.